Plaintiff Gary Mobley says his daughter dated the defendant, and Gary thought he was a good guy. However, after the defendant's father passed away, he began drinking and couldn't hold down a job. Gary's suing because he loaned the defendant money for a car and he has failed to pay him back. Defendant Brian Beck says while dating Gary's daughter, everything was great until his father passed away. Brian admits that after his dad's death, he became depressed and started drinking, but he insists he repaid his portion of the loan to Gary, and anything else that is owed is his daughter's responsibility.
Start with you.
In early spring of 2013, my daughter Lauren met Brian through a mutual friend. They started hanging out at the house quite a bit, and liked Brian quite a bit. He helped around the house a lot, doing the lawn and all that good stuff. And
he lived there with you?
He was staying there quite a bit, but would go and see his kids on the weekends. His father passed in June of that year, and we started to notice some changes in Brian. You know, withdrawn, spending more time in the garage, drinking more, changed jobs quite a bit, and we became concerned. But Brian was in a position where he needed a vehicle, and so we purchased one for him, and he agreed to pay us back for that.
Did your daughter have a vehicle?
Yes.
Why couldn't she ride him around?
Well, actually, for a while, she did let him use her car for better gas mileage because she was commuting with me. But he had a truck that he was using, but it wasn't in very good shape. So. Okay.
All right, you're a decent dad. Get the boyfriend something, and he ain't put no ring on it. All right. You got married my daughter before I started giving you some thousands. Yeah. You tell me your side, sir.
Well, about March 6th, about 2013, me and Lauren got together. Everything was amazing. Fell head over heels for her. So we got a place together.
You were working, both working?
We were working, yes. I did jump from job to job. My dad did pass away June 26th. That did take a huge toll on me.
Before your dad passed, you weren't stable?
I was on disability before my dad passed. And then he had passed away, and I just had got a job working nights. So, I told her, let's get our own place together. So we got our own place together, and the depression of my dad passing just took a toll on me. So, the depression and then the drinking just, it took a major toll on our relationship for sure.
All right, and he says he loaned you money for a car. You want to tell me about that, the specifics?
Yes, Your Honor. We purchased a car in June of 2013 at an auction. Brian proceeded to sell his truck and give me the cash from the
What were the terms of the agreement? You loaned him how much, first of all?
The total purchase price of the vehicle with tax and license was $7,291. I have a breakdown of the charges if you'd like
see
a
it,
copy.
please. And what was the agreement on repayment?
The agreement on repayment, I wrote up a contract. After he sold his truck, he had a balance due to me of $4,091. He made 3 payments of August, September, and October of 2013.
Let's see your contract.
Okay.
All right, for $4,000. Shall be made in monthly installments of $255.
Did he take any money off for cutting the lawn?
That's a good point. Don't give him a defense. Have his own defense. He can tell you he cut $5,000 worth of lawn.
Well, actually, he was living there rent-free, and we're feeding him, so we'll call it a wash.
You didn't, it's not, you have the one that signed? This isn't signed.
No, Your Honor, he did not sign the contract. At the time we were...
Give it to me. That doesn't help your case to give me a contract that he didn't sign. Why didn't he sign?
There's a reason why he didn't sign
Why?
it. My daughter could testify to that.
You want to come up? State your name.
Lauren Mobley.
All right, what do you want to tell me?
He refused to sign it because he didn't want my dad to repo the truck.
If he got late on the payments, there's a stipulation in there that I had the right to repossess the truck if he didn't make payments.
Gotcha. And so he sold the truck and gave you how much?
He gave me $3,200 from the truck he had that he sold, leaving that balance of $4,091. He made 3 payments of $250 apiece. And then he worked at my mother's house. I allowed him to work at my mother's house to try to work off part of the bill because he hadn't been making payments for a few months. So we paid him $300 for a weekend of work, reducing it down to the $3,041.
Okay, sir. Says he loans you $7,291, and you have a balance of $3,041. What do you say?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it was me and Lauren's truck payment. I agreed to sell both my cars and give them the cash, which I did.
Yeah, I heard you say, as far as you're concerned, but was that concern a part of the agreement? He says the agreement was you would pay for it. He says she already had her car. Did she already have a car?
She had a car and I
So
had
why
two
would
cars.
she have to pay? Why would she pay towards yours? She already had a car.
Well, so did I. I had two.
You say she was to help you pay. Why would she help you pay for your car when she already has a car? You're already juicing Dad. Now you want to shake her down too?
No, it was a bigger family vehicle that we both wanted, so.
So that's your defense today. She should pay.
She should pay the other half, yes. I did my half. I paid the $3,200.
What do you mean your half? All of it. That was all your car. Whose name was on the title?
His, Your Honor.
Was her name on the title?
No.
Well, then how does she have an obligation for something she has no ownership in and she doesn't even use it because she has her own? You learned a lesson now.
Absolutely.
Moving some young boy in your house and giving him money and $7,000 and he's not married to your daughter. Please. All right, $3,041, and I hope you learned a lesson too. Moving some boy into your daddy's house, and he doesn't have any money, and he admittedly jumped from job to job and was unstable. So you set yourself up for that.
I did.
Then you move into daddy. I know you played the daddy before it happened. That's why he did it. Oh, please, daddy, let him move in. I know he ain't ever worked steady, but let him move in. Please, daddy, give him $7,000. My daughter asked me, I say, please. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're civil. We're fine.
True.
Brian's a good man. He's had some difficulties, but overall we always liked him. He was always respectful. Just not good with money.